live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight. A mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Direct snap. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Levin. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking for space. It's Phillips. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He might want another play. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They kick it away on fourth down. He's got it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw. It's Levin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
On the run, it's Phillips. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Running to the left. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Back open in the middle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the ground, it's Phillips. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They go right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Throws to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Buying some time as he moves left. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a 1st and goal.
95-96 Bridge. 95-96 Bridge. Go.
Looking for a gap. It's Phillips. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and with the pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. How in the world did he miss that? On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force some...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Using the quick game. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not a lot of to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it on the counter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Trying to set up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be calling a hot route. He'll start this drive firing. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Ready, go!
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 4 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Sooners coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
And the returner will be knocked down.
And I guess the way to say it is the team gets off the schneid. They're 1-5 after picking up their first W. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Georgia going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Phillips. Maybe some room here. He's at the tip. All the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Phillips. There's some room. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. After run, now throw. On target.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The run inside. It's Phillips. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to pass. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up.
He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And, man, I don't don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out.
Oh, and they blocked it. Now he can return this. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Fielded in the end zone. It's Worthy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. LSU right back to the line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He takes it at the 45. Can they catch it? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
If you can do that, I don't know what. do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Starts to scramble to the left. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Defense might bring the house here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Setting up the screen. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Georgia sends out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And you want to talk about gang tackling everybody on the defense.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pulls it and fires to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Reads it, fires complete. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. Looking to fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. A little screen to the running back. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. From the gun. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
After the misfire, it's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He gets a block, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Tigers. They get on the board first here in the overtime period.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Using his legs, it's Phillips. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
From the red zone, it's Phillips. Runs through a tackle. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
This time, they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And they tacked on the extra point. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Running to the left. Ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Going to the run, it's Phillips. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down and overtime. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Trying play action. Now improvising. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch, and just like that, offense in the red zone.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Trying to barrel in. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They may just get the ball in position for a game-winning field goal here in overtime. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. A game winner! What a finish in double overtime!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.